It is time now for the Beat Littlefield edition of the Muletrain News on this Friday, October the 28th, 2016, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
A celebration of life for Joyce Nichols Hasloff, 84 of Stephenville, formerly of Farwell and Muleshoe, will be held here in Muleshoe at the Desert Rose Event Center, located at 1584 U.S. Highway 84 west of Muleshoe, on Saturday afternoon from 3 until 6. She was the double first cousin of Evelyn Riley of Muleshoe. Joyce Janelle Nichols was born in Young County, Texas, on January the 27th, 1932, to J.T. and Lila B. Nichols. She was an exceptional woman. She lost her husband at a very young age and had 3 small daughters, and she reared them. And she went on to own her own business in the cotton industry and retired after 20 years. She then moved to be near her daughter Cindy to Stephenville, where she enjoyed immensely watching her grandchildren. She moved from the Farwell area. Joyce Nichols Hasloff was preceded in death by her daughter Tammy Hasloff, her parents, and also her 2 brothers, Bobby and Billy Nichols. Bobby Nichols was married to the farmer Joe Ellen King of Muleshoe, who now lives in Hobbs, New Mexico. Survivors of Joyce Nichols Hasloff are 2 daughters, Connie Huddleston of Slayton and Cindy Pilgrim and her husband David of Stephenville. Her grandchildren are Chad and Angela Crouch, Megan and Morgan Pilgrim, Courtney and Brittany and Mindy Huddleston. Also, she is survived by a great-granddaughter, Little Miss Aubrey Crouch. She has a sister-in-law, Joellen King Nichols, who lives in Hobbs, New Mexico, nephews Lance and Brian Nichols, along with many other family members and friends. Please remember all of the family of Joyce Nichols Hasloff in your prayers. She was a kind and loving grandmother, mother, sister, and friend. Joyce Hasloff died at the age of 84 on October the 19th at her home in Stephenville. And repeating, a celebration of life of Joyce Nichols Hasloff, 84 years of age, of Stephenville, formerly both Muleshoe and Farwell, will be held on Saturday afternoon from 3 until 6 at the Desert Rose Event Center, which is located just immediately west of Muleshoe on U.S. Highway 84. The high in Muleshoe officially on Thursday was 80 degrees, the low 39. On Beat Littlefield Day at 7 o'clock, it was 48 degrees. The last 2 days we have had 80-degree weather, and before that we even got up to 86 degrees earlier this week. And now 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area. Whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world, security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Well, mostly sunny today on Friday. Beat Littlefield Day. High near 80 for this afternoon. South-southwest winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour, so it's going to be a little bit windy later today. Partly cloudy tonight. Low around 48 degrees. South-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour this evening. Sunny on Saturday, beginning our weekend. High near 86 degrees, so even warmer on Saturday. West winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Saturday night, clear, low around 49. Southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday, high near 85 degrees. West-northwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour, becoming south-southwest in the afternoon hours. Sunday night, mostly clear, low around 51. Monday for Halloween, sunny, high near 85 degrees here in the Muleshoe area. Southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, and mostly clear Monday night. Low around 48. Southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Tuesday, high near 81 degrees. Partly cloudy Tuesday night, low around 50. Then on Wednesday, we have a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, high near 77 degrees. Wednesday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low around 49. Thursday, chance of rain continues with a high around 71. And repeating our forecast for today on Friday, Beat Littlefield Day. Here in Muleshoe, mostly sunny, high near 84 degrees. South-southwest wind between 15 and 20 miles per hour this afternoon. Partly cloudy tonight, low around 48. South-southwest wind between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Sunny on Saturday, high near 86 degrees. West winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Then clear Saturday night, low around 49. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
Good luck to Lily Martinez of Muleshoe High School as she is running in the cross-country regional meet at May Simmons Park in Lubbock on Saturday afternoon at 2:30. Lily Martinez of MHS won first as an individual in the district cross-country meet recently with a time of 13:59. Good luck to you, Lily Martinez. Also, the Muleshoe High School boys cross-country team will run as a team at 3 on Saturday afternoon at May Simmons Park in Lubbock. Also, they won overall third place in the district and the right to advance as a team to the regional. And we know fifth place in district was Eduardo Pantoa with a time of 19:13, and 11th was Jose Nava with a time of 19:42. Good luck to Lily Martinez and all of the boys cross-country team from MHS at the regional on Saturday in Lubbock at May Simmons Park. The senior pep rally honoring all of the class of Muleshoe High School of 2017 will be held at 2:45 in the new MHS gym on Friday afternoon. And we will be there with Gil Robert Reynolds and our Channel 6 camera. And WTG Fuels Incorporated will bring you the Muleshoe High School Senior Pep Rally this weekend. So be sure and watch for that online and on the air. Now, prior to the game Friday night, all senior football players, band members, and cheerleaders will be introduced along with their parents, because this is the last home football game of the 2016 season. But we will be playing Shallowater at Shallowater next Friday night to end the regular season. Now, tonight and next Friday night, and every time the Muleshoe Mules play, you'll see at halftime the Muleshoe High School Mighty M Marching Band perform, and they won a 1 and UIL marching contest last Saturday night down at Lowry Field in Lubbock. We're so proud of our Mighty M Marching Band. Now, on our Twitter, you will find a story from the Amarillo Globe News that you can read in its entirety. It says in part, Littlefield is 5-3 on their season and 3-0 in district. The Mules are 5-3 also, but 2-1 on our district season. Now, this game is the game of the night in District 1 3I Division 1, as Littlefield has already clinched a playoff berth, and Muleshoe will do so with a win on Friday night. Playing at home will be enough to bolster the Mules to a win. So the Amarillo Globe predicts that Muleshoe will win 42-26 over the Wildcats of Littlefield. Now, something else from the Lubbock Avalanche Journal, and that story is much longer, and you can read it in its entirety also on our Twitter page. By the way, Twitter is found on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, and it's in the left corner of the front page. It says in the AJ, in the last 10 meetings between the teams, Muleshoe and Littlefield, the series has been tied 5-5, with Muleshoe winning the last 2 games. So we're looking on winning another one. And now also in our district, Shallowater is 1-7 and 1-2, and they will play at Freona, who is 3-5 and 0-3. These teams need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive in the district. And Freona needs a win just to avoid being mathematically eliminated. That motivation is enough for the Chieftains, and they predict at the Amarillo Globe Freona will win it 27-19. Another prediction from our district from the Amarillo Globe is that River Road will win over Slayton 27-10. All of these games are kickoff time under the Friday night lights at 7:30. According to the Lubbock Avalanche Journal, and we already knew this, the Muleshoe Mules are loaded with playmakers on offense. It all starts with dual threat quarterback Beto Diaz, who has thrown for 2,621 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions in 2016. The senior and first-year starter has 5 wideouts: Jason Flores, Yoel Reyes, Trey Vila, Romeo Reyes, and Mario Flores, who have accumulated more than 150 receiving yards. Jason Flores leads the team and the Lubbock Avalanche Journal coverage area with 1,154 yards, while also clipping in 18 scores. Defensive lineman Dagan Dunham for the Muleshoe Mules, who missed one game the first of the season due to injuries, has also turned into a viable target on offense, making 5 catches for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns this season. So it's a great game to watch, and you can watch it right in person on Friday night at Benny Douglas Stadium. Kickoff time 7:30. Be there a little bit early to get the senior highlight, and also you can see the entire game here on Reach Broadband Channel 6. And then online, you can catch it on highlights of the game between the Wildcats and the Mules on our website, muleshoetv.com, our Twitter, and also our Facebook page, Gil Lamb, courtesy of these Muleshoe Mule merchants. WTG Fuels Incorporated, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, Barrett Potato Farms, the Muleshoe State Bank, K&K Pharmacy, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Hereford Feed Ingredients Incorporated, Muleshoe Independent School District, Shipman Body Shop and Autoplex, Coyote Lake Feed Yards, McDonald's in Muleshoe, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, Wilson Drilling, Precure Electric, Dale Oil Company, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Ag Aviation Incorporated, Muleshoe Livestock Auction, Irrigation Power, Pumps and Power Incorporated, Edward Jones and Stephen DeMint, your financial advisor, and Central Compress and Warehouse. It's only because of these mule merchants that we can film the Friday night games of the Muleshoe Mules. We'll be back with more Muletrain news on this Beat Littlefield week.
Yum chips. I like the Leal chips. Foxy likes them too. Right, Foxy? These Leal's chips are the best. I like the seasoning, salt, and the salsa on my chips.
And that's at Leal's, the original Leal's in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard. Right, Isla?
Yes.
This edition of the Muletrain News has been brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where you can show your school spirit now with the new School Spirit MasterCard debit cards available at the First Bank, 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515, available for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs. Call or come by today to find out more information about the School Spirit MasterCard debit cards. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swap your card. Available for the Muleshoe Mules now at the First Bank right here in Muleshoe, 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515. The First Bank is member FDIC. The Trinity Christian Center Church will hold their annual Fall Festival there at the church, 1723 West American Boulevard, in the church and in the parking lot this coming Sunday, October the 30th, from 6 until 9 p.m. at the church, with food, games, and family fun for everyone. That's the Trinity Christian Center Church Fall Festival will be Sunday, October the 30th, 6 to 9 p.m. at the church, 1723 West American Boulevard. Everyone in the Muleshoe area is welcome. You're invited to the community-wide Bible study, The Story. It continues every Monday at 5:30 p.m. at the Bailey County Civic Center meeting room here in Muleshoe. These standalone 1-hour Bible study meetings will be led by a layperson and are prepared by author Randy Frazee, senior minister of Oak Hills Church in San Antonio, and present the Bible's seemingly disconnected stories in one grand unfolding epic. Childcare will be provided. All ages are welcome. That's every Monday at 5:30 at the Bailey County Civic Center meeting room here in Muleshoe.
Welcome to the Story Group Experience, a 31-week journey through the story of the Bible, the greatest story ever told. Now, you may be doing this as a part of your church-wide campaign, or maybe you're just doing it on your own as a small group. Either way, welcome to this incredible experience. And I know what you're thinking. 31 weeks is a really long journey. You know what? It is. But it's going to be worth it for you and the members of your group. Let me tell you why. First of all, it may be the first time that you or the members of your group will discover the one story of the Bible. It may be the first time that you or the members of your group will understand how the Old Testament and the New Testament fit together. It may be the first time that you or the members of your group really grasp the extent that God went to get us all there. And finally, it may be the first time you discover this thing we're going to be calling the upper story and the lower story. And most importantly, how you and I fit into that story. So as a leader, your part in this experience is extremely important. Whether you're a teacher of a large class, a midweek group, or a small group, your part is very, very important. Let me encourage you in 3 things. Number 1, to listen well. There's a DVD that goes along with each of the 31 lessons, and let me encourage you to encourage your people to listen well to what's being taught. Number 2, discuss well. There is a participant's guide that goes along with this experience, and my encouragement to you is to make sure that every one of your people in the group has one of their own participant guides that will really help them in the journey. Discuss well. And finally, apply well. Make sure you take the opportunity, take the time to really dig into how the upper and lower story, the application of each of these lessons fits into our own lives. Now, I've done the story experience 4 times as a teacher of a large group as well as a small group, even with my family. Here's a couple of tips I'd like to throw out. Number 1, pray. As a leader, make sure you pray for each session. Make sure you pray for the members of your group by name. I believe that God will honor that prayer. Number 2, because it's a longer experience than many of the experiences you might have, make sure that you take on the role of an encourager or a cheerleader. Really give your people an attaboy, an attagirl for really staying with the experience and finishing it to the end. And finally, really encourage the group to talk together, to dialogue together. So be careful of dominating the discussion as a teacher. Make sure there's room in the group to interact and talk about the principles. Well, here's my final word to you. You can do it. I know you can. You can do it. The second thing I want to say to you is you will get more out of this than you put into it. I've experienced that myself. I know you're going to put a lot into it, but I promise you as a teacher, as a leader, you will get more out of it. So let me offer you this, a blessing as you embark on this incredible thing we call the Story Group Experience.
Early voting is continuing now through Friday, November the 4th in the presidential election. And in Bailey County, the Bailey County Clerk's Office, located on the 2nd floor of the courthouse in Muleshoe, is where you vote early. And they're open only on weekdays there. So be sure and vote early if you will be unable to go to the polls on election day. But anyone can vote early in the state of Texas. Now, if you have a ballot out in the mail, be sure it is back in the mail and received by the clerk by election day, November the 8th. Election returns on Channel 6 will be brought to you on the air and online by Randall Field CPA firm here in Muleshoe. And don't forget to either vote early now or on Election Day, November the 8th. Something we haven't talked about very much is on the Bailey County ballot is a local option, and it is to legalize the sale of beer and wine for off-premises consumption only in Bailey County. Now, we have it in the city of Muleshoe, but this is for the whole county, and you can vote for or against. Now, on the presidential race, you have, of course, options: Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and Gary Johnson and Jill Stein, Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, and Green Party candidates in that order. But if you write in somebody, you need to be sure and mark the oval there beside the name that you write in, and you will be given a list of those who have declared to be a write-in candidate in Texas. Also, on the federal level, there is a United States Representative District 19 that you're voting for, and that is Jody Arrington, Republican, Troy Boner, Libertarian, or Mark Lawson, Green Party candidate. Also, we have a message from the Muleshoe Chief of Police, Roy Rice. There have been several campaign signs stolen, torn down, or damaged this past week here in Muleshoe. The theft or tampering with political campaign signs, even the ones in yards, is a criminal offense, and charges can be filed if the people are located or caught. So please take note of that. Joe Osterkamp reminds you that this Saturday is the Old Peak Classic. It's a walk, trot, and run for Rotary, and it starts at 9 o'clock Saturday morning to benefit all of the many Muleshoe Rotary Club charity funds that they donate to at the Rocky Flores softball field in the new Muleshoe City Park, which is located on West 8th. And on Saturday morning, you can register early between 7:30 and 8:50. And also, there's a lot of information down at Tattered Tumbleweed, and you can register there as well. Daylight savings time ends on Sunday morning, November the 6th. So we'll fall back 1 hour because it is fall, even though our weather has been spring-like. According to Roxana Mendoza, who is the assistant counselor at Muleshoe High School, they're going to have a Veterans Day assembly at Muleshoe High School, Carrie Moore Auditorium, on 9 o'clock, November the 11th, Veterans Day. And all veterans are urged to come and participate, and also the community and area is certainly welcome as well. That is November the 11th, Veterans Day, Muleshoe High School Auditorium at 9 o'clock. Dr. Benjamin Farr and Dr. Joshua Rollins, who are orthopedic surgeons out of Plainview, were introduced to the board of the Muleshoe Area Hospital District on Thursday night, and they are going to start coming to Muleshoe and seeing patients. Also, after the surgery is done in Plainview, well, then the patient will be returned to the Muleshoe Area Medical Center for the swing bed. And also, they discuss the removal of the old south portion of the hospital, and they will be tearing that portion down that is very, very old and building a parking lot for the people who come to the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. St. Anne's Catholic Church of Bovina will have their annual turkey dinner on Sunday, November the 6th from 11:30 until 2 at St. Anne's Parish Hall on 3rd Street in Bovina, and it will be $12 for adults and $6 for children under 6, Joanne McDonald says. So put that on your calendar. In our bargain basement for rent a one-bedroom apartment at the Old Sudan Motel, call 806-227-2214 to give away kittens and a white female puppy with a few black and brown markings and floppy ears. Very friendly and gets along with other dogs and cats. Call 806-227-2214. Don't forget that you can still get your protection by getting a flu shot at K&K Pharmacy here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard. You do not need an appointment. Just come in to get your flu shot at K&K Pharmacy. On Monday at the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center at noon, starting at 11:30, they will serve chicken fajitas and fajita vegetables, chuck wagon corn, Spanish rice, fruit cocktail, and that will be with flour tortilla and also your choice of drink. We'll be back with more Muletrain news on this Beat Littlefield week, so please stay tuned.
Tattered Tumbleweed, 1405 West American Boulevard, where you can pick up your packets now to sign up for the Muleshoe Rotary Club Old Pete Run, and then turn them in on Friday, October 28th, and register from 4 to 6 p.m. Also leave your donations for the 16th and D coat drive now at Tattered Tumbleweed. While you're shopping during the holiday season, enjoy free refreshments provided by Gina and Patty. Baby shower selections available now for Cody and Amberly Altman and Joe and Ashley Covey at Tattered Tumbleweed. Lots of great new kids and baby items like Nakona boots, makeup sets, sunglasses, and for the really little ones, Wubba Nubs and Giggle Mates. Check out this superhero cape and mask, perfect for Halloween. This beautiful purple persnickety outfit is marked down 25% off at Tattered Tumbleweed. They have Wyoming traders, wool caps, wild rags, and a nice selection of felt hats to get you ready for the fall weather. New home decor pieces perfect for the autumn and Halloween decorating, leaves, ghosts, pumpkins, trick-or-treat arrows, and more. At Tattered Tumbleweed, they're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., right in Muleshoe at 1405 West American Boulevard, Tattered Tumbleweed.
The Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street has a new nurse practitioner, Christy Lee. She will start working with patients on next Tuesday, November the 1st, but you can call now and make an appointment with Christy Lee, the new nurse practitioner, at 806-272-7544. That is the number of the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, which is located inside of our Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Dr. Susan Davis's office is also located at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, and you can call that same number to make an appointment with Dr. Davis, 806-272-7544. And Christy Lee, the new nurse practitioner at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, will start seeing patients on Tuesday morning, November the 1st. But call now to make your appointment at 806-272-7544 with Christy Lee.
Brand new right here in Muleshoe is the beautiful new venue barn, the Desert Rose, just on the west edge of town along Highway 84, 1584 US Highway 84, where they will hold your quinceañeras, weddings, corporate events, reunions, anniversary and birthday parties, and more. Contact Rhonda Myers by calling 806-729-6374. Also, you can check out their website, thedesertroseevents.com. It's Rhonda Myers, Michael Dunham, and Jackson Myers, along with event designer coordinator Londi Blackwell. That's the Desert Rose brand new venue barn. Will hold your weddings, quinceañeras, corporate events, reunions, anniversary, and birthday parties, all on the west edge of Muleshoe, 1584 US Highway 84. Call Rhonda Myers, 806-729-6374. Their website is thedesertroseevents.com. Make sure to look on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the latest videos tab and see our interview with Rhonda Myers and see our tour of the Desert Rose venue.
The fall choir concert will be held at 2:30 this Sunday. On Monday, the Watson Junior High School 6th graders will go on their fall trip to Paladura Canyon. On Tuesday at Watson Junior High, that's November the 1st, at 11:45, there will be a student assembly entitled Overcoming Life's Goliaths and the Power of Vision. On your prayer list, please continue to remember Mr. and Mrs. Kevin Harris's little granddaughter, who was born last week on Thursday, October the 20th, at University Medical Center in Lubbock. And she has been named Paisley. And at birth, Paisley weighed 2 pounds and 11 ounces. And she has now gained up to 2 pounds and 13 ounces. So we're rooting for Paisley and also her mother, Kelby. Also, we want to say a big, happy 92nd birthday to Sam Dameron of Lubbock, a former long time resident of Muleshoe. You remember that he just this fall went on the South Plains Honor Tour to Washington, D.C. with other veterans, and he had a wonderful time. And now Sam Dameron has turned 92 years young. And happy birthday to you, Sam. Also, you know, we just learned that Dale Burden went on that honor tour of Washington, D.C., along with, of course, we told you earlier that Kenneth Henry went too. Also, a big first birthday to Riker Purdy. He is the young son of Dr. and Mrs. Tyson Purdy of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, and of course the grandson of Dr. and Mrs. Bruce Purdy of Muleshoe. Riker Purdy is 1 year old, and listen, he's going to catch up on you, Sam. Remember in your prayers Maureen Hooten. She has been transferred to Lubbock Heart Hospital. Also, her husband, Robert Hooten, who's having surgery today on Friday because of a blockage in one of his arteries in his neck. Remember Robert and Maureen Hooten both in your prayers. And Mark Allen. Also, Felicia Garcia tells us that her grandmother, Zora Reynolds, had this week a procedure done. So remember Zora Reynolds of Muleshoe also in your prayers. And Angela and Eric Hall, Corlin and Jean Paul Jarman, Doyle and Leela Sue King, Nina and Bob Landers, Anna B. Lane, Cody Johnson, a Muleshoe High School teacher, his wife, and his children. Gerald Shanks of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe. Jose Triana, Francis Del Toro, and also remember in your prayers Gene Richardson. Those three people have all had knee replacement surgeries this fall. Laurinette Mason, Landon Nichols, Mary Ellen Robertson, Maxine and Clinton Rogers. The families of these people who have died recently: J.W. Martin, the father of Mark Martin of Muleshoe; James Kemp; Jarita Meissner; Ginger Gady Foster, formerly of Muleshoe High School graduate; Linda Gulker's mother, Linda Elder's mother, Gwen Gulker; Mike Friend, and he was the son of Glenda Kinney; Jack Angeli of Earth; Joyce Clements of Muleshoe; Connie Ray Neal of Amarillo, the grandmother of Abby Maines of Muleshoe; Jerry Savuto of McKinney, formerly of Muleshoe. Also remember in your prayers Linda White of Farwell, and Misty Angeli, and she is Pat Angeli's daughter, and they both formerly lived here in Muleshoe. Remember R.L. and Doris Scott over in Farwell at the nursing home, Iris Clements; Dorothy Sorley, Brian Taylor, Dorothy Turner, and Glenn Watkins.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program rotating on Reach Broadband, Channel 6 as well. Find it free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear from the Whistling JP in Rising Star in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you today by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 77 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. The board of directors, the members, employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas. Check them out online, bcecoop.com, 806-272-4504. They're owned by the members that they serve.
Monty Jones was born in the house where he lives in Rising Star. He owns a flower shop and is a justice of the peace. He found out a few years ago he could whistle. It happened when he walked into a nursing home and heard a lady playing the piano.
She was playing a Christmas song, and I walked up behind her and whistled it. Oh, she liked it.
He, of course, had whistled before.
A little all my life, but I never had whistle songs from start to finish. Maybe parts of one. It's a God-given talent, I know. All my life I've wanted to play anything. A piano, a banjo, or a guitar, a harp, anything. And I didn't know that when I was born, God put me one in my throat. So I've had it always and didn't know it till I was about 62, I guess, 61 or 2. Every chance I get, I whistle. I go to different churches around. I've gone to Sydney. I've gone down to Lake Brownwood. I've gone over to Eastland. Of course, I whistle every Sunday at our First Baptist Church up here. And usually during the offertory music, I whistle that if it's one I can.
Occasionally, he'll whistle for someone doing business with him.
Did it day before yesterday. A lady was doing a small claims thing, and I whistled her 3 different songs, and she just begged me to keep it doing it. Yeah, and I've married a lot of couples. I've married 57 couples, and I've whistled a lot of those ceremonies. I'll ask them what they want, and if I can, I will.
Monty sings, too.
We will sit up there and watch the world go by. When we find that long-lost gold mine in the sky.
Monty Jones of Rising Star. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.